something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Jaguars 26-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Caleb Chason able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 33 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the give, this is Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 62 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Now Lawrence on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Etienne. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense, though? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 1. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this almost intercepted.
Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall.
Second down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. On second down now, it's Hubbard. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Harris returning.
They called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run with Hubbard.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. But look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.